Listen,
Okay, so
I'm smart.
here it's very small. I'm thinking that the skirt steak is raising in price, so they're removing most of it before they send us the carton. But if you see this on your identification, it's the skirt steak. You'll know that because it's rolled skirt steak. I've rolled it, and I've also put. I scored it because I had the razor fiber. Okay, so we have the skirt steak. From the neck, we have soup bones, neck soup bones. We have neck soup bones with meat. Okay? That's it. Neck soup bone with meat. Okay? Here we have the shank. The shank, we have soup bone, marrow bone, dog bone. Okay? We have braising dice. Always in cup 2. Okay? Braising dice is always in cup 2. If you see a cup 2S, the smaller one, it's going to be stewing dice. And it'll be bigger than this. Bourguignon dice, cup 17, small, ½ inch. Braising dice, cup 2, ¾ inch. Stewing dice,
1 inch.
2S, 1 inch. Brochette dice, they're going to be nicely lined up for 1 or 2 brochette, skewers. 1½ to 2 inches. Okay? So from the shank, you have the knuckle. The knuckle is the elbow cut in half. It is another soup bone with meat. Okay? This you drop in and you've got your meat and you've got your broth. Just have to pull it out, chop up your meat, and you've got a nice beef vegetable stew or soup.
It's pretty much like the pig's knuckle, pig's feet there.
Well, sort of, but not really. So you have, let me go through it. You have the knuckle, center cut shank, boneless shank, braising dice, soup bone. Okay?
You call them marrow bones too?
Soup bones, marrow bones, dog bones. It won't be on your identification. It's too easy. This here is an arm bone roast. We've taken the arm bone, we've cut it in half because it was long, cleaned up, sort of, cleaned up the muscle on the top, tied it. That's it. Arm bone roast. Okay? What else can you make from the arm bone?
Marrow bone?
Braising dice. And a marrow bone. Because it's already cut open, ready for marrow. Okay? Can we move over? No, well, from this arm bone. It's right where the shoulder was, right here. Okay? This is the plate.
Nature
We
plate.
have nature plate. The ribs are just cracked. It's not cut all the way through. Okay? You have rolled boneless plate or rolled plate. Okay? You can also make short ribs with your plate. And the way you can tell the difference with the short ribs from the plate and the short ribs from the shoulder is look at the ribs. The ribs are flatter and longer in the plate. Okay? So, in the plate, we have nature plate, short ribs, rolled plate, boneless. We have to specify bone or with bone, steak or roast. Okay? And we move over. Now we have our brisket. It's a brisket piece. You can also make braising dice. You can make strips. Okay? It's a brisket strip. Okay? But normally, it's just that. For your corned beef, your smoked meat, Jewish people love their briskets. Okay, now we have our prime rib. Okay? Obviously, if it's a roast, it's going to be bigger. Okay, I didn't pull out a roast because I don't have one right now. With the rib, it is rib steak. Without the rib, it is
Rib eye.
rib eye.
Full filet, yeah.
You can write full fillet, you can write rib eye, you can write Spencer.
Ribeye, Spencer.
Okay, so we have a rib steak, rib roast, rib eye roast, rib eye steak, Spencer full fillet. Right?
Why are you running this?
Yeah, but I don't need it right now. We know what it's supposed to rib roast looks like.
Well,
It's
just
bigger.
leave it, you don't have to run it.
That's all.
Mine.
Smile,
It's
smile.
gotta have the mix on it. It's mine. Okay, continue. Here we have our cross rib roast. Okay, if it's smaller than this and has no string, it's a
steak.
Steak. Yes. Normally we don't do cross rib steaks. Doesn't make sense because the ribs are attached. Cross rib roll. It's got a straight. This here, when the ribs are removed, it turns into a shoulder clod. Shoulder clod roast. Shoulder clod means boneless. Okay. Shoulder clod roast. And then we have our short ribs. We go over. The fillet eye roast is the only barded roast that you have in the front of beef. Okay, so if this bad boy is in your identification and it has barred, it's gonna be a blade eye roast.
Blade eye roast.
Barded blade eye roast. If you don't put barded, you don't get a mark. You have to specify, yeah, you have to write barded. Because it's a pork bard.
Barded.
This is
Barded
gonna be written in the
blade-
chat.
Yeah. I'm gonna pick 10 of these cuts, put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're gonna go in that room and you're saying one is boneless barded blade eye roast. Okay?
And how many out of 10 do we have to get?
12.
But from
To
10?
get 12. We have to get 12 out of
Either
10.
get 2. Sorry. I'm talking about, I was thinking about the cooking operation.
Yeah,
Instead
yeah.
of 15, you get 12.
Yeah, there you go.
You're allowed to get 2 off, 2
Two off.
wrong. You get 8 out of 10. You're fine.
Okay.
Flat iron steak, flat iron roast. Flat iron steak, flat iron roast.
Does this still have the tendon in it?
No, it's been removed, but we put the muscles back together and tied it.
Is a silicone?
Yes.
What? Silicone.
You'll know it has the tendon right down the middle. If you see that line, flat iron steak. Okay? If you see a roast that has no bard,
It's not
flat
that-
iron roast.
Oh, okay.
Barded blade eye roast. So we've been at the top of our European, okay? So here we have the full one. You can call it European
Blade.
blade steak or just blade steak. Okay? Blade steak. Okay? You won't see this, but what is it called if it's the top?
Upper.
Upper blade steak. Perfect. Now you go to the bottom. What's it called?
Bottom blade.
And what is this?
Bone.
Steak.
Vertebrae.
Roast steak. Okay? Roast is bigger, remember? Well, at least 1 inch
1
or
inch.
more. Okay? I'll try to make it more specific. If I put a 1 on, I'll make it a 2 incher, you know, just so you know. European blade steak or blade roast, European blade roast, blade roast. Bottom blade roast, bottom blade steak.
Boneless.
Boneless button.
Boneless bottom blade roast, boneless bottom blade steak. Go to the front.
Neck with meat. With
Bone.
neck bone.
Arm bone.
Soup
Arm
bones.
bone.
So what is it though? It's an arm bone.
Arm
but
bone
it's
roast.
Perfect.
Braising dice. Nature plate.
Shank without
Shank.
bone.
Boneless shank.
Shank.
Center cut shank.
Center shank.
He's like boneless center cut shank. It's like no.
Center shank.
Center
Boneless
cut
shank, center cut shank.
shank.
Knuckle.
Knuckle.
Knuckle. Brisket.
I know. Why you?
Brisket piece.
Rolled plate.
Boneless.
Nature plate.
Arm bone roast.
That's shoulder clod. Rabbi.
Special for meat.
Ribeye.
Short ribs.
Short ribs. European.
Flat.
Flat iron roast. Flat iron steak.
Rib steak.
I can't keep me serious with these guys.
Bottom blade roast.
Boneless bottom blade.
Boneless.
Bottom blade
Arm
steak.
blade.
Bottom blade.
Rib steak.
Crossers.
Frosted roast.
Larded,
Larded bottom blade roast.
I can see these things having fun.
should have been a teacher.
We just threw like a whole lot of things together. The European blade roast or just blade roast. Okay? As soon as you say bottom, this disappears and it becomes that. That's a European blade roast. It's a roast. We did at 180.
Yeah, this is the point.
Bottom plate.
Steak.
Unborn roast. Only.
Late iron, larded late iron.
Nature plate.
It was like that. On its side like this one, short ribs on the plate.
Neck bone. Steak. Neck bone with soup.
Yeah, neck bone with meat, soup bone with meat. Nickel. I'll give you a nickel first time.
Center cut shank. Boneless shank. Grazing dice. Soup bone. Arm bone roast. Roll plate. Nature plate.
Nickel plate.
Crust. Short ribs. Plate.
Brisket.
Brisket.
Ribeye. Rib steak roast. Short rib steak.
Shoulder cod.
Flat iron roast. Flat iron steak. Boneless blade roast. European
Roast, no steak.
bottom blade roast. Bottom blade steak.
Unborn steak.
Boneless bottom blade steak. Boneless bottom blade roast.
Rib steak. Brisket.
Not too much. This is only the front, and then they have the back to remember.
Okay, I'm gonna leave it. Go on your break. I will put it away when you guys are finished doing your stuff. If you want, go through it together. I'm not gonna put it into ground meat until tomorrow because Raul has not seen it. So it will still be here tomorrow, except for these are going back to break. Go on break. Stop.
That turned out well.
You'll see it on YouTube in a minute.
Bruh.